is a time pass, क्या फर्क पड़ता है, कोई दिक्कत नहीं, पता नहीं, जो खाई राय सो मारी राय, nothing to do, nowhere to go, देखो सुनो मत बोलो, whenever, whatever you are, be 100% कर्नाटक, किसी को आओ मत कहो, किसी को जाओ मत कहो, ना कुछ पाना ना कुछ खोना, who asked you live at zero complaint level, मौज में रहो, be happy.
Shri Krishna, Shri Krishna, Shri Krishna, Shri Krishna. Gurur Brahma, Gurur Vishnu, Gurur Devo Maheshwaraha, Guru Sakshat Param Brahma, Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha, Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. When the meaning of the words does not happen to us, the impact of that word is zero. However, there will be is it mine? So, when we chant various mantras, like for example, Gayatri mantra, Om Bhurvo Swaha Tassaviturvarenyam Bhargo Devasya Dhimahi Dhyo Yo Na Prachodayat. What you have understood? Nothing. So when the words do not carry the meaning, it is like we are listening to some Chinese broadcast. No meaning. And when the meaning does not happen, then it will have zero impact on us. However, all these Vedic or our mantras, they have got something called a Dravya Shakti. Dravya Shakti means what? Take another example. We do not know how Teramerasin works. Teramycin, how it works we do not know. But it works, is it not? In the same manner, these Vedic mantras, they will work, no doubt about it, because Dravya Shakti. However, if we get the meaning of it, see, now our happy mantra, when it is said, Dekho suno mat bolo. So, if we hear and it doesn't make any impact on us, then it is only a noise. And what will be the impact? Impact will be very simple. We are seeing all the time, hearing all the time, and talking all the time. See? Therefore, when you chant this mantra, life is a time pass, etc., it is not for joke. It will have impact in your life. See, many of them, they phone or send message and all that. Swamiji, your mantra has really changed me. What did I do? I am so sorry. No, it's not like that. I was so frustrated because of something which happened, which I never expected will happen in my life. I am very extraordinary. See, this what I am telling is about a person. He was working with Intel, very top position. After his working hours, he used to do all the puja, puthi, getting people married, every kind of or Hindu rituals. He was expert in that. After work, he will do that. Then his wife, extremely good singer, well educated. She used to conduct many classes for the kids, teaching them Gita chanting, bhajan, everything. It was happening. And their son, extraordinarily intelligent. Very intelligent. And at the time pass, he was growing. Being intelligent, he also completed his graduation, post-graduation, doctorate, and got married to a Korean girl. Then they left that country and came back to India. Said, how many? Your mantra one day I was hearing, in that it came. क्या फर्क पड़ता है? Really, क्या फर्क पड़ता है? See, such a simple word. But we make issues out of nonsense in our life. See, लोग क्या कहेंगे? They have got better things to do. We are wasting our time and energy in this false prestige in our life. And then we say, हमने भगवान का इतना किया. Who needs it? Bhagwan doesn't need anything. When we are chanting the Lord's name, impact should be on our mind, not on Bhagwan. He must be fed up. See. So when we are taking food, we are not obliging the food. पड़ा था मैंने खा लिया. No. Therefore, spiritual practice should bring us away from the Chidabhasa and come to recognize the Kutastha Chaitanya that we are. It is for this purpose we are studying this Kutastha Deepa. Soyam, do you have the printouts? I know I sent you the soft copy for the hard people. Because they hardly read anything. Yoyam sthanu pumanesha Undhiyam sthanu dhiriva Brahmasmitim dheya shesh Api aham buddhi nivartate Yoyam sthanu pumanesha. When we have seen a post, not knowing what it is, then we will see in this world what we have decided to see. See, friends, we don't see what is. For example, we see the morning sunrise. So we have decided to see the morning sunrises. But when you have studied physics and you come to know, it is not that the sun rises, but the movement of the earth is superimposed on the stationary sun, therefore it appears sun is rising. Now be attentive. After having known this, you will continue to see the sunrise. It will not change. But your understanding will change. See, friends. Similarly, when we are in the particular upadhi conditioning, after having known, perceptions will not change, but understanding will change. See, take for another example. We know the sky, the space has no color, but the sky is so beautiful, blue, cloud-free, summer sky. See? So, we know it is optical illusion. It is not a color. After having known this, as long as you are seeing through the eyes, the blueness will be appearing. But the knowledge will be different. Exactly the same way. Yoyam sthanu pumanesha pumdhiya sthanudhiriva. So after having known very clearly that this is the post initially, and we thought that it is some animal or some person standing, but once we know that it is the post and not the person, then what will happen? Will we carry the fear which we had, that of seeing a person who is going to come and hit me? That fear will go. Exactly the same way. Brahma aham asmi iti dhiya. And when we come to know that I am essentially man and not the son, not the husband, not the father, after having known this clearly and continue to live in the body, you don't have to leave the body. Live inside the body and continue as usual. But the difference will be, now you will not be carrying the burden of these three relations, but you will be playing the game of these relations wherever, whenever, whatever you are, be 100% Karnataka. That's it. Nothing will change. Bhagavan Ramakrishna Paramahamsa, he had terrible end, suffering from cancer and all that. So his devotees, Thakur, why don't you talk to mother? She will help you, help so many, she will help you also. You are suffering so much. His problem was, I am not suffering. What can I do? How can I ask? See, friends, because what we see is under the influence of the delusion, and whatever is experienced under the influence of the delusion is an illusion. But once you know the illusion as an illusion, you will continue to see the illusion, but you will not be deluded. This is spiritual life. See, friends. Therefore, Brahma aham asmi iti dhiya. Once we come to understand clearly that really I do not have experience of birth, growth, modification, death and absence, then do we have to do anything for this thing? Only thing, we have to be convinced of this. And that conviction can come when we understand the meaning of the Brahma. Brahma is Bruhatvat Brahma. That which is infinite in one word. Now what is the infinite? Infinite does not fall in the purview of the other mathematical calculations. See, infinite doesn't have fractions. But it can be divided with the upadhi, like the space is infinite and it is divided into north, east, west, etc. by the upadhi of the sunrise. Therefore, where the sun rises is the east. Which is the east? Where the sun rises. Where the sun rises? In the east. Who is because of whom? So, this mutual dependence cancels, although it is useful. Then we come to know the space has no difference of north, east, west, south, is only aupadhika. And therefore, this knowledge then we apply on ourselves. Infinite Brahman. Now, we are reduced because of upadhi, like the sunrise on a space, same way. Upadhi, body identification. See, to understand this way. This is Vijnanamaya Kosha. Okay? Annamaya Kosha, you understand, gross body. Then Pranamaya Kosha, breathing, we understand. Then Manomaya Kosha, seat of joy, sorrows, likes, dislikes. Then Vijnanamaya Kosha, the seat of I, 4. Now, what is the Anandamaya Kosha? Be attentive. Up to I we understand. Now, who is this I? To understand it, We have taken this example. Suppose this is the Vijnanamaya Kosha, I. When this I is extrovert, what will be reflected in this thing? The world. Now, the same I, Vijnanamaya Kosha, becomes introvert in deep sleep. The ability to reflect is the same, like a mirror, one side reflecting area, other side background. So when it is focusing outside, it will reflect everything. Now when this mirror has turned inside, outside is only the back side of the mirror. Nothing will be seen. But inside, whatever is there, that will be seen. So what is inside? Ananta Brahma. Then the bliss will be reflected in the Vijnanamaya Kosha, in the deep sleep. And it is a common phenomena. Bliss being one, we all have only one Anandamaya Kosha. Like gross bodies are different, waking experiences are different. Our dream experiences are different. But our Anandamaya Kosha or the deep sleep experience is one. Tatra mata amata bhavati, tatra pita apita bhavati. Then from that Anandamaya Kosha, then what happens? How this Anandamaya Kosha falls down? Body identification. See? And then whatever was printed on the mind, that alone will be reflected. Recognize this. Then for that we are told that this I who is born after body identification is someone, and the I who is born or who is existing when there is zero body identification, are they one or two? Then we come to know Aupadhik Anekta. Whenever something is born on account of some conditionings, it appears it is useful, but it is not real. See? The longitude, latitudes, are they there on the earth? But they are useful. Where are they? On the globe. We are on the equator. Ka equator? I have seen equator in Kenya. There you can very distinctly see. On the northern side of the equator, that line, imaginary line, if you put water, it forms the whirlpool in the one particular direction. If you come this side of that equator, it forms the other side. Jadoo, $2. So these lines, they are not on the earth, but we are putting it on the thing, and they are, although they are not real, but they are useful. In the same manner, husband, wife, brother, mother-in-law, outlaw, they are not real, but they are useful. See? Once we take this stand, then we have understood this mantra. Brahma aham asmi iti dhiya api ashesha api aham buddhi nivartate. Then I, as an individual, this notion of limited existence disappears. See? Therefore, we have to now understand what will be spiritual practice. Spiritual practice will be, number one, freedom from body identification. How do we do that? Find out what happens after body identification. Two things happen. Sukha kachra, gila kachra. See? Next step. This experiment, when you do, then you will understand what exactly it is. See, the other day, I was going somewhere. One day, a jhatka came to me. I had my personal library, huge, must be more than 1,000 books, personal library. One day I thought, anyway, I am not reading, no time even to read newspaper. So, Jhatka, I got the bags, packed all of them, and sent to some library immediately. The moment they have gone, now what happened? Try. They were not on my head. See, again and again work on this principle. Simply chanting the mantra. I don't know why they chant in nose. They don't chant normally. Give it. This thing I learned from one of my friends. Therefore, I told you, real Vedanta practice is learning from every experience. He is a retired brigadier, old man. When I went to Delhi, he came to see me on the airport. I said, hey Mahatma Ji, how come you came all the way? He was staying in Noida, came to Delhi airport. He said, Swamiji, I want to tell you the best news of my life. I said, are you getting married again? He said, no, that was enough for 3 times. Then he said, I have given up smoking. He simply went, learn. So I asked him. I said, congratulations, but now you answer my questions. How many days you smoke? Days. I smoked for 60 years. Started smoking when I was 17, 18. Now I have crossed 80. Very well. So you had happiness of smoking for so many years. Therefore you are smoking. Nobody does anything to suffer except marriage. So you were smoking and you enjoyed it. For our understanding, let us quantify that. The happiness of smoking for 60 years is equal to X units. Now you say you have given up smoking and you are very happy. How do you relate this happiness of giving up smoking with the X units? You know what he said? You are X multiplied by infinite. Give it a try. Then you have to start smoking? No. I know you can do anything. This is what I have been doing throughout my life. Try that. Take something like, for 2 years almost, I had stopped taking cereals. That time I used to take only boiled potato and everything, but no cereal, no rice, no wheat, no nothing. So initially you feel very awkward. How it is possible? Once you are decided, firm. Slowly, you discover self-confidence. What we lack in our life is self-confidence. What we call self-confidence with reference to ourselves is called as God's grace from His point of view. See? We only complain, Bhagwan ki kirpa nahi hoti. He has given us opportunities, learn. See? Discover this confidence. Then slowly, our unwanted involvement in this world will be slowly reduced. But that doesn't mean you'll go into depression. क्या पता नहीं यार जब से realize हो गए मन ही नहीं लगता. No, it's not right. You will continue to be dynamically involved in the world, and yet the world won't touch you. That is what is the Vedanta philosophy or the practice. Therefore, once you recognize that we are all in Brahmasmiti dhya ashesha api aham buddhi nivartate, then all the earlier wrong notions, they Real joy is in giving up, not holding on to. How to do that? Try to use these two words in your life. Do not be possessive, but belong. Earlier, when I used to travel, I never used to check in my bag. Always carry with me. Idea was I don't have to wait too much for the bags to come and stand in the queue to give the bag. That's the idea. So I used to run and carry with me. One day, when I was in the queue of checking in, that time I had some big bag. So, no, I think I got to security. Security, there is a queue. So there was one youngster, but village type. So I said, hey Mahatma ji, bag nahi hai? Don't show any bag. Well, why should I carry? Why? They are carrying for me. I given up. And I am enjoying. See what a joy it is. The real joy is not being possessive. The real joy is giving up. After the marriage also, the parents are possessive of their daughter. And they create problems in the life of that girl. See? One has to very clearly understand that. See, there is one couple. Come. We are waiting for you. So, very nice, sweet couple, very close to me. Both the parents, the girl's parents and the boy's parents, so possessive of their children, for their selfishness, they broke their marriage. What kind of parents they are? You have destroyed your life, okay? Let them destroy theirs. No, we want to help them how to destroy the life. Don't get involved. Simply chanting Tyage Naiki Amritattvam Arjun, holding on to no. Give this try. And you will see, slowly, world will not disturb you. World will not change. We have to change. Our problem is, we have a driving license, but we complain, see how the traffic is bad. They don't have driving license, you have driving license, you have problem. See? So, Naishkarma Siddho api evam acharya is spashtamiritam. In the Naishkarma Siddhi book of Sureshwaracharya, this one is distinctly brought out. How? Samanadhikaranasya badhartatvam ataha astutat. Now here, these are technical terms. In this book, Naishkarma Siddhi, they have used Samanadhikarana. Samanadhikarana means what? Understand. Although it is technical, but it's very simple, not difficult. Do you know who is this minister? Yes. Who is he? See, in 1948, in the Kumbh Mela, he was a great Swami with the jata and all kinds, and standing on one leg and blessing the people. Then, now he is the chief minister. Now what you have to understand? Samanadhikaranam. Are we talking about two persons? How can we arrive at that he is the same person? First of all, we have to give up the place. Earlier we saw him in Kumbh Mela. Now we see him in the chief minister's chair. So we are discarded the place. Then we discarded the time. In 48, now 20 something. Then that time he was a Babaji. Now he is the chief minister. So what we have done? We have discarded the conditionings because of which he was differentiated in two ways. When the conditionings are discarded, what we mean, he is the same rascal who has become a minister. Is it not? This is called Samanadhikaranya. Many times, children have got two names. So, sometimes you call, hey Mohan, come here. Then he doesn't come. Then he shouts, Sohan, how many times I told you? He comes. Because both names belongs to him. Exactly the same way. Whether we talk of Jiva or Brahman, they are only Brahman. Jiva because of the Panchakoshas, Brahman because of the absence of the Panchakoshas. Jiva because coming under the influence of the Panchakoshas, and Brahman because although supporting the Panchakoshas, not coming under the influence of the Panchakoshas. What we have done? Nothing. Therefore, this common example I give, man is Brahman, husband is the Jiva. Now to know the husband that he is a Jiva, he has to kill the wife? He has to take a divorce? No. Then take her lightly. But Swami, this is heavy even then. See? I was in Manikarnika Ghat in Varanasi, but alive. Should be clear, statement should not create confusion. And somebody known, so we just went for 5-10 minutes. So one person, questions come, I don't know where from they come. One person asked, Mahatmaji, how much time it will take to burn? I said, I have no experience. Then he said, I can tell. I said, then when you know, why do you ask me? No, I want to tell you, he will take about 1 hour, 15, 20 minutes. I said, very good. Now he wanted me to ask him, how do you know? I didn't ask, because I don't want to know anything. Try this. We don't want to know anything. See? No, actually, no. This is his wisdom gave me. I saw him before he was put on fire. He was pretty fat, heavy. So fat, heavy people burn early. And they require less fuel. Because they have got built-in fuel. And those who are bony, they take lot of time and more fuel. Therefore, posthumous happiness is remain fat before you die. Now tell me, can Vedanta be simpler than this? All the time worried about figure. Do yoga. If you do this thing, you will lose weight. Gain, don't lose. Have you seen any fat person miserable? Laughing Buddha, imagine, laughing Buddha in bony thing. He cannot laugh. As much the fat people can laugh, the thin people, they suffer. Because jealousy. The day you take this stand in your life, then you will understand that Aham Brahmasmi or Tattvamasi. In that Tat is nominative singular, Tvam is nominative singular. Therefore, although they are as if referring different, Tat means that, Tanoti iti Tat, that which permeates everything, and Tvam, that you are. So, the Brahman, Tat, and you, Tvam, they are not two, they are one. This is the meaning of using the Samanadhikaranya. In this manner, when we are told, Sarvam Brahmeti Jagata Samanadhikaranyavat, Aham Brahmeti Jivena Samanadhikrutir Bhavet. Now be attended, these two. When it is said, Sarvam Brahmeti Jagata, the whole world is nothing but Paramatma, Brahman. See? Whole world is Brahman. Okay. Then, Aham Brahmeti, I am also Brahman. Therefore, I and the world, I, the Jiva and the creator of the world, Ishvara, they are not two on one reality. Because of the conditionings, they appear to have become cause and effect. Therefore, one important spiritual practice is don't get lost in cause and effect. Why? Because the sky is too high. See, friends. Ocean is the cause. Waves are the effect. First step in understanding. So, when there are more waves, there is no burden on the ocean. When there are no waves, there is no loss to the ocean. Because the effect is unable to influence the cause. The effect cannot exist independent of the cause, but a cause can be independent of the effect, and the cause need not become an effect. Therefore, cause is the reality. This is the logic, simple logic, baby class logic. Yeah. Technically, we call it as the Upadan Karan. Then the second thing comes. Ishvara is ocean, waves are the jiva. Ishvara is the world, waves are the individual. Now we go further. Water is called as ocean, and the same water is called as the wave. So on that water, we have superimposed cause and effect. When a wave dies, it doesn't become ocean. See, ocean can become the wave can never become the ocean. See? Then where the wave goes, it goes back to the water, because water is the reality. Ocean is only because our attention is on the waves, therefore we are finding the cause. If this is clear, then what will be the really Vedantic spiritual practice? Don't get lost in why, because the sky is too high. And another important thing, when we ask question to others, you know what happens? We get reply. Reply is not answer. Answer you have to discover. In the school, they give some questions. And the students have to write on the reply book or the answer book. Answer book. The question was, what is the name of the capital of India? Reply, sir, you don't know even this? So it was a reply or an answer. Therefore, instead of asking question to anybody on any topic, particularly on a spiritual path, you discover the answer. But we keep on, relax. And then, in the utter silence, the truth is revealed. What is that? That which is supporting the absence and the presence equally, and therefore that which is beyond presence and absence is the reality. Now we are in Rishikesh, we are not in Haridwar. So, being here and not being there, both are supported by us. Then who are we? We are neither Rishikesh nor Haridwar. Childhood we knew, we supported. Now old age we are supporting. Who are we? We are beyond both. The more you work in this line of contemplation, and this is done only by one technique, learn from every single experience of your life. So, Sarvam Brahmeti Jagata, the whole world is Brahman, and Aham Brahmeti Jiva. So, Aham Brahm, Jiva says, therefore, on one Brahman, the Jagat names and the forms and the Jiva, both of them are superimposed on a common substratum. See? Substratum is the same thing. But why we are unable to? This is where the Sankhya philosophy differs. According to Sankhya philosophy, they have got a vivek, a discrimination, jada chetan vivek. It is easier to understand, sentient and inert, jada chetan vivek. But Vedanta doesn't have that vivek. Vedanta says sat asat vivek. See, sat means something is, asat means nothing is. So how can you discriminate between something is and something is not? That means what? The truth alone is. There are no two options. There is not separate, one Brahman is for creating the world, other Brahman. No. It is the same reality because of the superimposition of the names and the forms. Paramatma, Brahman, Bhagavan is called as the Jagat, and the same Paramatma is called as the Jiva by superimposition of the Panchakoshas. Now, these two things, Jagat, forms, Jiva, names. See? What is the word? Nama Rupatmak Jagat. Asti Bhati Priya Nama Rupa iti Panchamshakam Adyatrayam Brahma Rupam Jagat Rupam Tatodvayam. So Asti Bhati Priya, this is the Brahman. And Nama Rupa Dvaya, the Jagat Rupam Tatodvayam. So Nama and Rup, names and the form is the world. See? Therefore you can see everywhere. See, when you move with this knowledge 24/7, there is a great fun in life. I was in Rishikesh, not Rishikesh, Vrindavan. And there are so many places where Bhagavan Krishna's Leela had happened. So I go for a time pass. Very good, very nice. Namaskar, namaskar. Take the mitti, put it, afterward clean it. Nothing wrong in anything. Everything is fine in its own place. So when we went to some place, there Namaskar, Chamatkar, then the local Pandit or whatever he may be, he said, Maharaj, Namaste. You have seen this? There were some, marble slabs. On that something is written. Have you seen? I said, yes, I have seen that. Do you know what it is? I said, I don't know. I don't want to know. Try my principle. You don't want to know anything about anybody. फिर क्या करूं? जरूरत नहीं पूछते. Relax. See, our memory is so filled. Wisdom cannot get in. When the wisdom comes, no space. Delete. Empty yourself. Completely. So he said, these slabs, marble, on that names are written. And when anybody comes and steps on those slabs, the merit acquired by that man is transferred to this man whose name is written on the slab through Bluetooth. Corruption there also. So Maharaj, should we put slab for? I say, put no problem. Which one? Biggest one? That one, yes. It will cost you 2,500 rupees. Okay, pay. No problem, pay. See, friends, where are we lost? The one who wrote the name, he doesn't know whose name is that. That stone on which the name is written, he doesn't know. The one who steps on that, he doesn't know. And yet we get carried away. Name and form. See? So the forms are outside. Names are inside. Therefore, world is not only outside. As much the world is outside, equally the world is inside. The outside world we have no control, we have no authority, we have no choice. Choice can be exercised within us. And how do we that? देखो, सुनो, मत बोलो. No comments. Mind will start remaining quieter and quieter without going into depression. Dispassion and depression, they look alike. In both the cases, there is withdrawal from the world. Depression is unhealthy condition of the mind. Dispassion is the height of wisdom. See? And how it can happen? When we come to know. Everything is Paramatma, in that whole everything we are also included. When we say the whole world is Paramatma, God, Brahman, are we out of that or what? We are also there. See? Therefore, Sarvam Brahma iti and Aham Brahma iti. Brahma is the same. So on one reality, one conditioning of the name and form is called as the Jagat. Other conditioning of the Panchakoshas is called as the Jiva. So Jiva and Jagat, both of them are supported by the same reality, and that is what we have recognized. We have to recognize. 46th mantra. सामानाधिकरण्यस्य बाधार्थत्वं निराकृतम् प्रयत्नतो विवरणे कूटस्थस्य विवक्षया. Again in this vivaran text, कूटस्थस्य विवक्षया, for bringing our attention to the Kutastha Chaitanya, keeping this in view, Samanadhikaranyasya Badhartatva. So, the using the same case, see, like Tat Tvam Asi. Now, Tvam is the reality with the limitations of Panchakoshas. Then Tat is the reality with the conditioning of no, with zero conditioning. See? Make it very clear. Jiva, the wave, does not become Ishvara. The wave does not become ocean. This is one very subtle point where many students get lost. When the Jiva Bhava conditioning is dropped, the world has disappeared. See? Otherwise, okay, if I am not Jiva, then I am Ishvara. No, you are not Ishvara. Ishvara is also conditioned expression. Conditioning of the totality creates Ishvara, and conditioning of individuality creates Jiva. But if there is no Jiva, where is the Ishvara? See? Therefore, Samanadhikaranyasya, the common factor, is used for negating something. See? And what is negated? The conditioned expressions are negated, but that which was conditioned is remaining the same. And therefore, when it is said, the world is Brahman and Jiva is nothing but Brahman, we have to clearly understand it. See, there are two philosophies. One is what we call our Shankar Vedanta. The second is called as Chidvilas or Kashmiri Shaivaism. These are different names. Ishvara Advayavad. Now in these two things, there is always fighting and it has no meaning. Fighting never has meaning. So, Kashmiri Shaivism says, this world is real. Therefore, serve, help everybody. Now, Vedanta says, Brahma Satyam Jagat Mithya. World is Mithya, it is not real. On the basis of this, they keep on fighting. That day I gave you an example about a glass half filled with milk. It is the same thing. The glass is filled half with milk. Now it depends on how you look at it. Is it worth fighting with that? So, The Shankara Vedantis condemn the Kashmiri Shaivism or the Chidvilas. Chidvilas people condemn the Shankara Vedanta. See, it is wrong. Now, if we understand, when you are looking at the empty part of the glass, your perception will be different. If you are looking at the filled part of the glass, your perception will be different. But if you look at the total glass, then you come to know the presence of the milk and the absence of the milk. Both are supported by the same glass. Glasses are not two, only one. But we keep on fighting on that. Then what to do? Like the story of the monkey. Two cats were fighting. Wait, I'll teach you, don't worry. Exactly. Then somebody goes there. Why are you fighting? See, we are trying to prove that the world is illusion. No, we try to prove the world is real. Look at it. So what you will do? You will take the glass, let me see. It is real. Go away. Now find out where the glass has gone. See, friends. Therefore, Narad Bhakti Sutra clearly tells, Vado na avalambyaha. Never take refuge in unwanted arguments in life. See, whenever we argue, we are obsessed. There is no point in wasting our time with argument with anybody. Continuing further, Shodhitasvam padartho yaha Kutastho brahma rupatam Tasya vaktum vivarane Tatoktamita cha. First day only I told you, by God's grace, you must have forgotten. Tat tvam asi. This is the Mahavakya Upadesh. Tat, that, tvam, thou, asi. You are that. How do you know? They call it Tat tvam padartha shodhanam. Shodhanam, this root has got two meanings. One is Shuddhikaranam and second is searching. See? So, first, with reference to the tvam, you, the jiva, the seeker, tvam. Now, shodhanam is shuddhikaranam. What is the impurity in our mind? Impurity in our mind is duality, I versus you. See? And how this duality becomes very poisonous and very potent, because we accept the dvandva, dualism, as real. See? Dvandva is the thread of which the world is made. In this world, everything is paired. Joy, sorrows, gain, loss, etc. There is nothing in this world which is singular. Everything is plural. In pairs. In the same manner, when you accept this, that this is how the world is. So what should be the wisdom? What should the wise way of living? Do not be obsessed with any particular type. See? I accept only Krishna. I don't like Rama. In Jaipur, one of my friends, I don't know where is he now, he took me for inauguration of his Krishna temple. Swamiji, I have constructed a temple, you please come and inaugurate. So we go everywhere. When somebody is born, we go. When somebody doesn't die, we go. Swamiji, kuch karo. So I went to that temple. And so surprising, outside the name of the temple, Ram Janaki Temple of Bhagwan Krishna. So I was thinking, what to talk to this man? So I stood near that board. What to do with this thing? He said, I know what are you looking. I said, yes, tell me. He said, you are looking, why I returned Ram Janaki temple? Yes. What to do? Why? My mother, father's name are Ram Janaki. And I wanted to construct the temple in the name of my parents. But I don't like Rama. I like Krishna. No, what can you do? How can you be miserable in this world? The world is full of jokes. See? If you have really digested the food, belching will not come. Oh, that is, the physiological omkar. They call it dakar, not omkar. So, shodhitatvam padartha, purification of your mind. See? What is purification of the mind? Knowledge without the contents. Being without becoming. How we become? Because of the impressions of the mind. And there are only two impressions. There is no third impression. Likes and dislikes. I like Krishna. But what to do? My parents' name is Ram Janaki. Samsara begins. See? Therefore, lesser the likes and dislikes we entertain, to that extent our mind is purified. And in that purified mind only this knowledge will take. That so many things have come and gone, we are the same. Joy has come, we became joyful. Joy has gone, we continue to be the same. Slowly, slowly, by this understanding and practice, we will come to a point in our life wherein we will go through all experiences, good and bad, but we will not be influenced by them. Nothing will stop. Everything will continue to be as it is. But earlier we were reacting. Now we will respond. Reactions are default settings. Response is a wise approach to a given situation. See, my friends, the day we are able to understand this, then shodhitatvam padarthaha yaha kutastha brahmarupata. Now, when we don't react, we are divine. How come? When I see colors and forms with my eye vision, I don't react. That means where I am now. I am, although in the midst of the color and the form, yet I have not left my position from the vision. I am there only. But if I am influenced by any color and form, then I have gone away from me. And then what will I do? Whatever color I don't like, I try to remove that. Whatever I like, I have to paint it. Whole life will be do this thing, undo this thing, and waste your time. See? So Shodhitatvam Padartha means what? Our mind must attain a status of freedom from likes and dislikes. How do we do that? Jo thari rai so mari rai. Give yourself minimum choices, you will be maximum happy. This is purification of the mind. Shodhitatvam Padartha. Then what you are doing? Yaha kutastha brahma rupatam. And when you just stop reacting, then you start learning from your experiences. So, the meaning of the mantras will change thereafter. If you have heard, one person told me, Swamiji, I have heard your so many talks, the same chapter, you talk differently every time. You are not talking the same. I said that depends on in front of whom I am talking. Suppose I am talking somebody, Hare Rama, Maharaj ji Prasad do. So for them, what will I talk? Will I talk Brahma? No. I will put them into Brahma. See? Their thoughts erupt depending upon the need of the audience. It is not prepared lecture. See, friends, like the professors in the college, it's prepared lecture. See? Therefore, Shodhitatvam Padarthoya Kutastha Brahmarupata. Then we will be able to understand the meaning of the mantras. What is that? For example, Dehinosmin Yatha Dehe Kaumaram Yovanam Jara Tatha Dehantara Prapti Dhirastatra Namuyati. Dhira, the wise person, doesn't get deluded. About what? That I am a child, I am a teenager. No, no, no. They have come and gone, I am the same. You know what is one of the difficulty that in understanding our Gita, etc. Like if you take Vasamsi Jirnani Yatha Vihaya, this mantra. What we understand as we change the clothes, the other clothes, like that the Atma. That is not the meaning. See? The meaning is so many clothes have come and gone, we are the same. Oh, we thought we get out of one body and get into other body. Jao to ja khali hai uso. That is not the meaning. See? But we get lost because our understanding is by remaining inside the body we are thinking. See, the body is in me or I am in the body. When not identified, do I cease to exist? See, friends. Therefore, when Shodhitatvam Padarthaha, when the mind is thus not obsessed with earlier wrong notions, then only Vedanta tells us replacement of notion is not spiritual practice. Going beyond the notions without creating the new notions is the spiritual life. See? Otherwise, earlier it was a small house, then it went for redevelopment, then it became big house. Do you think the space has gone from that small house and collected more space and came? No. Therefore, I told you this simple principle. Change your standpoint in life. Everything will change. Look at the whole space from the standpoint of the total space. See? This change has to come. In one of my friend's place in Sydney, he has got a beautiful aquarium. So I feed when I go to the fish. So one day I was standing there, he asked, "Swami, what are you seeing?" I said, "Imagine what I am seeing." He said, "You are seeing the fish?" I said, "Okay, but that is not all. Maybe the very decorations," I said, "is okay, but not that is not all. The size of the aquarium," I said, "No. Now you tell me." I said, "I am seeing the water." God. Then I asked him, "What I am seeing in the water?" "Fish." I said, "No." Then, when the fish moves, is it a burden to the water? "Hey, don't move, you are tickling over. I put No. Then what is happening? Nothing is happening. To whom? To the water. If you add few more fish, will it be a burden to the waters? If you take away all the fish, will there be a loss? Is it not? Childhood has come, burden, it has gone, thank God. Teenage has come, another burden, it has gone. Then middle age has come, again burden, it has gone. Now old age has come, it is burden, but it is not going. See, friends, change your standpoint in life, you have learned complete Vedanta. See? Therefore, Kaivalya Upanishad beautifully tells, Mayeva sakalam jatam, Mai sarvam pradishtitam, Mai sarvam layam yati, Tad brahmadvayam asmyam. The space says, all the world is created in me, maintained in me, and dissolves in me, but nothing happens to me. Change this standpoint. The other day I gave you an example. My friend asked, "How much deep will be the sea or ocean here?" I said, "I don't answer stupid questions." What is stupid in that? There is no water in the ocean. The ocean is in the water. Is ocean a container where the water is put or what? Then water itself is called as the ocean. In the same manner, Sarvam Brahmeti. The Paramatma itself we call Jiva Jagat Ishvara. But if we are able to cognize this, then we have studied Vedanta. Otherwise, we are studying Bengali Vedanta. Om Purnamadaha Purnamidam Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnamevavashishyate Om Shanti 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 Hari Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha Hari Om